What's up, guys? CNH Power Sports back with another one. Yesterday off camera we went on Facebook and we picked up a Raptor 660. Now this thing, she's rough. Before I tell you the price, if you want to have a little bit of fun here, put the price you thought I paid for it down in the comments. Pause it. Don't cheat. Let me know what you think. And you ready? The price I paid for this baby was $200. Now, I've been waiting for a deal like this for a long time. In my area, right now, the cheapest Raptor in my area that's not completely totaled is $1,800. And guess what? Second gear's gone, which is the problem with these things. $1,800 for one with a bad second gear. Now, a good one that's mechanically sound, ready to go, you're looking at $3,000 to $4,000 in my area. And I've been looking for one for a couple years. I had one years ago. One of the videos is on this channel. And I traded that for a car hauler because I needed a trailer. Which, I guess that's only a year or two ago. But I really missed that quad. And we are back now. Even though this one is missing an engine. This thing had a street bike motor in it. So this was the original owner. I ended up swapping a super bike into it. He's got all the details in the description here. FZR 600 engine, motor runs, comes with wiring harness. You know, it's got all the stuff it says, drag quad build, all that stuff, off-road use only. This is the second listing. The dude I bought it from took the motor out. He needed it for a super bike. So he gave me a good deal for $200. He actually did get the title for it to make sure it's not stolen. It's got a clean title with it and everything for $200. All the parts are there. Pretty good quad for the money, I believe. Dude was sweet. Shout out to him. The frame here. You take a look at the frame. They cut the frame out.
What? Nigga, what? Nigga, what?
They stretched it, which sucks. That really sucks for me because I'm trying to return it to a 660. But a frame's $300. So I'll show you the repair process. We can fix that. Because believe it or not, these people are kind of smart. They saved all the pieces and they put them in a box for me. The dude was asking $300. I got it for $200. And yeah, it's in great shape. Shocks are stiff. Cosmetically, this thing is mint, guys. Seat's nice. Everything's nice. I'm really looking forward to getting it going. And my brother over here, he don't make no YouTube videos because he's lazy or something. I don't know. Doesn't like making videos, but he bought one of these too. Traded a dirt bike. We did a little trade-up challenge this winter. Traded a $200 snowmobile for a CR 250 dirt bike, which ran and drove, which is crazy. What a come up. Then we drove the bike for a little bit, had a bunch of problems, traded it for this quad. And now we have this. He's got a part right now. This one's missing second gear. That's why we got it for the bike. The price difference was pretty big. But it's got a Yoshimura stainless exhaust. Ran and drove good. Right now he's doing a carb clean on it. Putting some new clutches in it, I think he's got ordered. This is a good looking quad. And I wanted one, so we got one for $200. It was a good deal. The price was right. And I'll show you, these people, they kept everything. I have everything to put this quad together besides the engine. I'm planning on going to pick up an engine tomorrow. I found a deal right up the road, about 12 miles up the road. This dude's got 5 engines. He's got just a bunch of totes like this, full of engines. And he wants $500 for all of them, 12 miles up the road. So if we can, fingers crossed, score these engines, God, am I going to be in this quad cheap. I'm going to have the cheapest Raptor 660 fully rebuilt you've ever seen. So here's the box of parts, complete motor there. There's another set of cases and gears, whole motor in that one, all sorts of other body parts. It's a good deal for $500. You'll never find a deal like that again. And it's 12 miles away from me, so we're going to do it. But it came with all the parts. They saved everything they took off. The only thing I'm missing on here is besides the engine, I'm missing a couple engine mounts, the muffler, and the swing arm bolt, and that's it. The wiring's all nice, not cut. They took it all apart good. The clutch levers are there. They're nice and brand new looking. And the CDI is there. This thing's gonna run. So if I get an engine, you guys will see that tomorrow. If I don't, this video won't be posted for a long time because it's hard to find an engine for a good price for one of these things. Now, I'm a mechanic. I like these quads a lot better than the 450s. I'd say the 350's good, the 660's good, and probably the 700. The 700's got a single overhead cam as well. And it's fuel injected, which would be great. But the 450's got a valve shim motor with dual overhead cams. It's for racing. Parts for that thing, if you get a head dinged up or something, you blow it up, I want to say, unless you're rich, good luck. I want nothing to do with it. We're a 660 single overhead cam, 5 valves, dual carbs. This very high performance machine with low cost parts. So you get the best of both worlds, in my opinion. And it's easy to build, very easy to work on. Like I said, very nice quads. And yeah, you guys will enjoy this, I believe. Let me know your opinion on these quads down in the comments, whether you love it or hate it. We're about to get this done. All right, guys, we just scored big. We have 3 engines for this quad, a full Lex exhaust. There are hand guards in here. Really nice hand guards. Bumpers, body parts. Everything we needed. You guys are gonna love this. Raptor 660s have so much power. The rods completely snap in half. Yamaha must have not made them thick enough or something. But look at that. I asked him, like, what did that sound like? And he said, well, my friend was driving it. I was following behind him. He was way ahead of me, and I caught up to him, and he was on the side of the road, and yeah, that's what happened. He said he would never let his friend drive his machine again. So I guess you don't let your friends drive your machines, because that's what happens. But my God, that must have sounded terrible. I bet he was pissed. I bet he was so pissed. Imagine walking up on your own quad, your friend's on it, and that looks like that. But anyway, I believe what he did, after he blew that up, he went and bought a couple parts engines to make one good one. And then he probably found a better deal. He probably found a whole motor that was ready to drop in, already built. So yeah, he had these laying on the shelf and he just offed them. And he had a Yoshimura exhaust on his. He said he upgraded, that's why that's off. He upgraded the hand guards. His machine was sweet, man. Dream machine. He said he had 8K into the build. It was all murdered out with a widening and lowering kit with aftermarket headlights and everything. I mean, his was pimped the fuck out. I mean, my God. I wonder if I can find a picture of it on his Facebook or something. But we'll put it in here if we can. That thing was like my dream unit, really. I want that fucker bad. Oh shit. Alright. We don't see any carnage yet.
Wow.
The valves are in there, even though the
A little bit of carnage.
rod is not in there.
Peekaboo.
How bad's the head? This is a $300 make or break moment. It is on there. Give her a few taps. There could be another bolt. I don't know.
Keep going.
There's another bolt, so we'll have to resume it. Alright, the bolt's out. Let's see. It's a big one.
Oh, baby.
Okay, we're not looking at it yet.
That's pretty good.
There's the pith hole. Wow.
Pretty good.
Looks like she's running rich. You can tell it, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, you guys see that?
Lean down a little bit.
That's my middle finger, guys. Fuck you. Okay. I'll be damned.
Resurfaced.
Son of a bitch. That motherfucker is fucking fresh. It didn't even take it. Whoa. I'll be damned. Lucky, that's $300 right there. Just needs some new valves. Probably not even, they ain't even bent, but we're gonna replace them anyway because
You learned your lesson.
they got some nicks, but they look like they're seated in there good, which is crazy considering that happened. I'll be damned. Lucky us. Damn, I'm about to go sleep for the night, but looking over all these parts, I'm like, man, this dude sold me the mother load, his whole collection. It's amazing. He hooked me up. He really hooked me up. $450 for all that. Got a whole box there too. Got everything we need to build this quad, minus the oil tank. That'll be another $100. It's too bad he didn't have one in that pile, but the $300 head's good. Nice cylinder and everything. I'm gonna buy a big bore kit. I gotta have that. Clutch is good. Everything's good. He's got the stator. Between his collection and this quad, it's a miracle. The quad was only half an hour away from me, which wasn't very far. It was only $200, and this thing looks good. And the collection was 20 minutes away from me for $450. That's a steal. Probably never happen again. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Both ends meet. I saw these parts on there before I purchased the quad. I figured I wouldn't even bought the quad. I was like, the parts are on there. I'm gonna get the quad first, and then I'll get the parts. And we somehow pulled it all off. Now we got a whole complete quad. Everything's here. We just got to throw it together. Alright, so there's our frame pieces. Thank God they gave us those. You want to see? They cut this little section off. I wish they wouldn't have, because it's another weld we have to do. I found this out back. It's a piece of steel, very thick. It slips right in there perfectly. So you see the frame is cut. You gotta cut that and get rid of that. I should be able to make it very strong by slipping in a piece and welding it really nice and solid. So it should be good and strong. You know what I'm saying? We don't want this thing breaking, and I don't really want to have to see the welds either. The ones in the front, I'll probably leave the welds. But here in the lower sections, I don't want to see the welds. So we'll see what we can do. We'll make it look pretty good. All right, so there you go. You got your little tiblets. I'm gonna weld them right in there before we even slide it in. I'm gonna get those welded in. Oh, my camera's blurry. There we go. Get those welded in, and then up here, these are even a tighter fit. They slide right in, and you want to weld those in too. So that way, when you put it together, not only, I mean, it welds to the three all together. It becomes one. It'll be very, very solid. Very solid. So that fucker will never break again. They literally just like butt welded them, which is not what you want to do. You don't want them butt welded, that's for sure. There's my welds. Clean that sucker up. That thing's burned in there. Holy crap. I don't even want to touch it. All right, we got the welds all ground down. Look at them welds. You see that? That's crazy. That thing welds good. You guys, once that's painted, you ain't even gonna see that. I'm gonna sand it, I'm gonna paint it. It's gonna look good. It's insane. It made it one piece. It burns your hand from half a foot away when you touched it, so that's good. Now we just gotta do the top. All right, so that piece is fully welded in. Turned out very good. Very good. Not perfect. You can see where it should be straight there. It's got a little bend. I think with paint, you're not gonna be able to tell at all. It's gonna be really nice. All right, there's our frame. I wonder where welded at. Huh. It turned out pretty good. You can tell if you look fucking really close. But damn. Now we just gotta do the other side, which is a bitch. That one's gonna be more cobbled because they cut the piece more than once on that one. But it looks good. I mean, damn. All right, so we're on to this side of the frame. We got that piece tacked in. It's where it should be. See, here's the problem on this side. I got two of these pieces.
I had two phones.
I got two phones, one for the plug and one for the load. I got two phones, one for the bitches and one for the...
Right? Instead of one nice piece, they cut it into two pieces for some reason. And I don't want to do that, so I gotta go out back tomorrow, find a piece of pipe that's the same size. And I just want to do one piece. And you got your slip joints, these little joints. Do one of those top and bottom. You slip it in there with a little gap and you weld it. Never come apart, ever. If you butt weld that, it'll crack. But if you do it like that, then you got more metal and you can fuse all three together. It makes one hell of a strong joint. The bottom's got that too. The bottom turned out mint. Oh man, it's a good little frame. 350 bucks for a nice blue one on eBay, so you gotta think it's worth the 2 hours of work to fix it. And it looks very good too. It looks really nice, surprisingly. All right, so this half is welded in. It went very well, actually. It went really well. See? Nice welds. Top one there, a little bit thinner there. We burnt a hole and I had to fix that. Shit, doesn't matter, it's filled. I actually put a nut in there, so that piece is fully solid on that joint. All the way through I filled it with a nut and I welded it solid. Then there's the front one, and then the biggest issue we have now, the frame is solid, structurally sound again. You see how the engine mount's there, and it's not there? They cut that off, which is a pain in the ass. That's gonna take me 40 minutes to fix that. I don't know why they whacked it off, they just felt like it. And yeah, fucks me over pretty bad. But anyway, got a piece there. It's like the same square tubing. Cut a little chunk of that off, drill 2 holes, weld 2 nuts in it, and weld it on. It's gonna be a project. But missing the engine mount too, I learned. That didn't come with the parts, but my brother's got one, so he's not here, so that means I get to steal that and do some test fitting with it to make sure it fits, and we'll weld it in. All right, so we got the piece all on there. The nuts are welded in the back, so you know, you just thread them in just like you normally would. It's pretty much identical to the other one, minus a little tab. It does the same thing. I don't know why the people before me ground that off, because they didn't even use this piece. It was just in the bin. They must have just felt like it. A lot of work for me, damn it. But pretty much done now. I'm just gonna weld that on and clean all that up, and I'll show you it right as I'm painting it, I guess. Just so you guys can see how nice it turned out. That side's really nice. So is this side. They're turning out great. All right, there's our finished product. Yep, just gotta sand it down, maybe touch up a couple spots with the welder. And yeah, that turned out great too. Just like the other side, they're like mint. This side might even be a little bit better. I don't know. Looks good though. Just gotta sand it down and get it painted. There you guys go. Frame's all painted up nice. Man, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? You guys saw what that looked like a couple minutes ago. It only took me 3.5 hours, but It's really nice looking now. You can't even tell that it's ever been worked on. Yeah, $350 savings, 3 hours of work, $20 of welding wire, $20 in paint. So we saved $300, 3.5 hours of labor. Everything fits nice, perfect. Now I gotta get everything rerouted on this thing. All the wiring's hanging and everything because they were gonna strip it all. Thank God it's there. You gotta look at the other 660, route it all to factory spec once the paint dries, and we'll get back with you once it's a full roller. There she is. All back together. Frames on there good. It's all welded up. Headlights sagging. We're missing a bracket for that. Now the bar setup's pretty cool. We got these hand guards. It's pretty nice. Yep. Nice seat. Beautiful plastics. Frame's beautiful. Everything fits. Tires are good. Just waiting on parts from now on. I just gotta button a few more things up on this thing before it's ready to receive an engine. And we're just waiting on parts. And we gotta get that engine built. We are back. We have parts. We got a flywheel puller in the bag. We got, what is this? That's a little case splitter or valve tool. Yeah, that's the case splitter. Pretty sweet. Got our valve tool. Boom. Got all that. Been wanting to buy these for years. Just never wanted to fork up the money. I finally did on the Raptor because I have to have that shit. Got the big bore. See my hand? It's a little bit big. It's a 700 big bore for the 660. Aluminum oil tank. Brand new Caltric battery. New grips. Case saver. Stainless valves. Reverse billet switch so I don't break again. Brand new intake boots. What else? 2 gasket sets. Everything else should be coming in the mail shortly. That's everything to build the motor. We're still waiting on the swing arm bolt. And I believe we're missing my oil tank. A couple other things. I forgot to order a starter, which sucks because we could hear this run today. But I have to wait another week or until I order the starter. I gotta order that starter out before we can hear it run, but I figure we might as well get the engine built, get that put back in the machine. So, well, we're hoping we don't have any parts missing from these engines. I mean, they're all in shambles, obviously, from somebody else taking them apart. I'm hoping 3 will make 1 good one and 1 good spare bottom end. So, it's all in shambles. It's why we didn't order the starter yet. I want to make sure I have everything. I'll make 1 big order if I'm missing parts in here. I'll throw that in with the starter if we're missing parts. But fingers crossed we're not missing parts. So, yeah, we're going to get into it. We're going to get that split and cleaned up. We'll see what it looks like. So the engine's apart. We got to now get the corn out of here. We got a corn ball. Got a corn ball down there.
Yeah, I am the great Cornholio. You have awakened my bunghole, and now you must pay. The streets will flow with you.
If you guys were wondering, when you take a motor fully apart, pop open that oil filter. Look at that. That is awful. So we got the cases all cleaned up. Cranks on one side. Gearboxes in the other. I've never seen anybody put them together like this. They usually put all the gears on this side. But I don't want to touch any of the gears on the other side like that. We're going to leave all them on there to save some time. And we just cleaned it up. It's pretty much spotless. I got a couple little things to clean like that. A little bit of dirt on there. And put some RTV on that. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Like I said, I can see nobody put them together like this. They all put the gears on that side and they take all the outer gears off. I really don't want to do that. So that's what we're going to do. We'll see how it turns out.
I know one of those cars.
All right, guys. So there you go. The bottom end's pretty much complete minus the flywheel on the other side. And I'll put that case on, clean it up. Check it out. We got our fresh engine done. All painted up with some heat paint. That looks good. Looks really good. New oil filter, everything's together. I got 2 bolts I'm missing on the cases I've got to find. It's not bad for 3 junk engines, you know, for 450 bucks. Making it happen, because this quad never came with any engine parts whatsoever. It was stripped, if you guys remember. And I bought those loads of parts. So out of these 4 boxes, managed to barely scrape together 1 motor. I sold my brother a gear set. He's rebuilding his right now. His second gear was gone. Out of that $450 parts box, there's 2 good transmissions. So, and there's a third that's decent, but it's got a couple chipped gears. So, definitely worth the money for them parts. Already made 1/4 of my money back just off my brother wanting to buy some. So, it's pretty good. Now we got the big board to put on. I'll show you guys that. So we ended up going with the niche big bore. I don't know if I already put it in the video or not, but I'll show you it again. It's a pretty nice cylinder kit. I mean, comes pre-honed. Brand new piston. Nothing fancy, it's not too high compression. Brand new wrist pin, the clips, even the brand new head bolts. They must be, I don't know what you call it, one-time only use head bolts. You gotta buy new ones every time you put a cylinder on. Heads over here, I gotta take a look at this. Been a while since I looked at it. Out of that whole engine getting cut in half, somehow it spared the head. It put 1 scratch right by the spark plug. Miracle. Absolute miracle. Don't even know how it made it. Even the valves made it. I must have died instantly. But yeah, it saves my ass because it's a $300 head. Really saves my ass. You gotta have a head. Alright, so there's that nice bottom end. Brand new big bore on the top. Be careful what you buy for the big bores, guys. I bought one for $89, I think the price is before tax, so roughly $100. The wrist pin was too long. The snap ring wouldn't go in the groove. The groove was covered by the pin by a little bit, so I had to shave that down a little bit. Not really the end of the world, just a pain in the ass. And then the head bolts it came with, they do work. They're thicker, they're upgraded. The washer is just a cunt here too big. It don't fit, so you gotta use your old washers. It's just kind of dumb for being a new kit, you know, but it's for China. It works. It's good. Just a little bit of slight modifications. Now we gotta get this head wire wheeled and lap some valves. All right, there's a fully rebuilt head right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. New valve seals, new valves, everything. All right. So we had a fight with the head. Brand new cylinder. I didn't think I'd have a problem. The mud bees got in the holes. Filled the holes in. And I was like, what the fuck? Do I gotta chase the threads on the brand new cylinder? And I pulled the head back off and I was like, yep. Stupid fucking mud bees. I only had the cylinder out for like a day. They got to it. They filled the holes in, so I blew that out and they went right in. And we torqued it to 27 foot-pounds on the top, 4 bolts for the head. Cylinder bolts go to 30. Pretty easy. She is at top dead center. You got your 2 little dots. One there, you can see that. You sit flush with that. You got your timing hole. Boom, match the line up. Simple as that. All right, so head's back on, cap's on. She's in time, rolls over very buttery smooth. The only thing that we have left, I gotta torque these head bolts down, shim the valves, they're very loose. Put that on top dead center to do that. You guys can't really see, yeah, you might be able to see it. Blurry because I got oil on my camera. And a couple more case bolts I'm missing, I gotta find some. I ordered a nice kit for all of them, but guess what, it never came in. So that's great. Other than that, yeah, maybe an oil line, tensioner. Just button her all up, and then she'll be going back in the quad. So I'll see you when we're ready to put this thing in the quad. There's the final product. We got our motor all built. New car boots, new starter, stainless oil lines. Got the case saver. All the valves are adjusted. Everything that I can think of is bolted on here. So it's ready to go in. That'll be a tomorrow thing, tomorrow morning. All right, I just spent half an hour getting these carburetors off. The throttle cable was rusted on. The choke cable was rusted on as well. I had to pull both out with pliers. And it took me half an hour just to get them out. I somehow managed to save both cables. They both work. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I did. See them carburetors? Ooh boy, no cocaine in these ones. But, yeah, this side's pretty clean compared to the other side. Floats are green. Tops are perfect. Carburetors do not slide. They're rusted shut. But, you see over here, we have a chemical dip bucket. Put this in there, and it's acid, it cleans it. So we're gonna throw that in there with all the parts that are dirty. Let it sit overnight, and tomorrow after the motor's done and in, then we pull it out, and it should be clean carburetors. So we got the engine in, everything's hooked up. The oil tank's on, or not the oil tank, the coolant tank. My oil tank got lost during transit, so that's not here yet. Hopefully it shows up in the next few days. Doesn't matter anyway, I figured I'd have it running today. We were missing the coolant hose hookup on the cylinder block. I didn't realize that till the motor was in. And all the boxes of parts didn't come with one, of course, so it's not really that expensive. It's just the weight. It's going to be probably a week and a half, somewhere in there. It's just a bitch. I'm trying to get it all put back together, see what else I'm missing while I'm at it. This is why you shouldn't build a quad that's only for parts. But I think it's pretty fun seeing what it was and then going around on Facebook. It's pretty big journey here to get to where we are now. But anyway, the carburetors are out of the chem dip after a day and a half. They turned out amazing. They were completely stuck. Now they spin over brand new. I'll put some 2-stroke on the lever and the flappers. But look at what it did to all the brass. See how shiny all the brass is now? I don't know if the camera will pick it up. But I got as much rubber out as I could, except for those O-rings I left in. The acid ate the O-rings. So we got to replace those O-rings, which Gage has a kit. And I got these new air screws. These are a must-have if you own a 660 with any mods whatsoever. So you'll be tuning it, and it's impossible to do on the machine because it's so close to the engine. And I got a stage 2 jet kit because we got a big bore and aftermarket exhaust. I don't want it to be lean. So that should run good with all that. And yeah, I'll be able to adjust my carburetor with spin of my finger. No problem whatsoever on the motor while it's running. Got LED headlights put in there too. But anyway, I'm gonna quit boring you. I'm gonna do all that shit and then I'll show you it once we're done. Man, guys, that chemical dip really fixed these carburetors up. Man, they're spotless. It's amazing. It's amazing. They look like brand new, and they're not stuck anymore. Floats, plastic, tops, everything's all laid out. Got new jets, new air screws. I already mentioned that. Just gotta get the bowls down there in there getting soaked. I forgot to put them in last night, unfortunately. I'm gonna throw this back together. So we're gonna run a 175 in the right, a 170 in the left, 2 turns out on the left air screw, 2 1/4 on the right. The needles are gonna be set 2 clips down from the top, and we'll see how this runs with the big bore and the exhaust. It should be pretty good, maybe a bit rich. All right, so I went to go put the plastics on. I realized my engine mount's missing again. I just keep forgetting. So I figured, I looked on eBay, 40 bucks. We just welded one up. Spent about an hour. There's the factory one for my brother's. That's his, not mine. And there's mine. They do the same purpose. Mine's just homemade. Saves me 40 bucks. Well, the 660's back together. She's purty. She's purty. Waiting on the oil tank to come in. My coolant fitting. And I need to buy a kill switch now. I had no power going this thing. They had a cut wire on the starter solenoid. I replaced the solenoid, repaired the cut wire, and now all that works. Turn the lights on. Got brand new LEDs. Tail light works. I rewired that. They cut that too. All the lights in the middle work. Everything works. It has blue spark. Turns over, goes through all the gears. Waiting on that oil tank and the cooling system. And once that's done, I think we're good to go. Well, surprise, surprise. The oil tank they lost in the mail came in today. We got that on there. That thing's way bigger than the original. Had to pull the whole exhaust off, all the lines. Skid plate has actually an hour process. Got gas in it, we got oil in it. No coolant though, so we can't run it too long. It's in neutral. Choke's on. We're gonna try to start it for the first time. What do you guys think? Leave in the comments. Is it gonna blow or is she gonna go? About to find out. Scares me. Alright, the spark plug cap got knocked off when we were doing the oil tank. It's the wrong cap, that's why it didn't stay on. So we're gonna be going at it again, I guess. Oh. Started right up. Bit smoky. Let her warm up on choke. like a safety switch or a rejetting problem. Something's not letting it rev out. She is chooching though, getting all that smoke out of there. A lot of oil and grease.
He runs.
Fresh engine starts right up when you hit the key. So that's pretty good. Or not hit the key, jump the solenoid because the switch is bad. But damn, I ain't complaining. Starts right up, sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
Needs a little bit of tuning. Jets are too fat, so we gotta lean it out a little bit. Just gotta get her leaned out a little bit. Alright, so I almost sold this thing on Facebook. I could not for the life of me get this thing to run. Spent 8 hours tuning the carburetors, and we finally got it to run. It's not perfect, it's got one dead spot between high and low range, but it's almost there. It runs pretty good. Quick, guys. She's really quick. She's fast as hell. That thing's scary. The gears are so long on that thing, it takes the whole road. This road ain't even long enough to hit fifth and max it out. Looks like she pulls left a little bit. Good brakes. Well, damn, guys. We're calling that an epic win. The $200 660 hauls ass. It'll do 70 miles an hour according to the speed app. We're missing a quarter of the throttle my brother made me aware of. A little bit of slop. I think I'm just gonna leave it. I don't know if I need to go any faster. This thing is gonna kill me. It feels stupid fast. Yeah, she fast. Our oil tank seems to be somewhat holding right now. I think it is. It's got a pinhole. I gotta take that off and get it welded. It looks great. holds like 2 quarts of oil. And then aluminum radiator tank. I never even filled that up. I should fill that up. And the engine with the big bores, all nice. So I'll show you guys, for you Raptor people out there, and you're having problems, rev limiter problems, you have the green and white wire going to the CDI, the middle plug. All you want to do is cut that and ground it. That bypasses your reverse rev limiter. Then you got your green with yellow. That is for your parking brake rev limiter. You want to cut that and don't do anything with that. And then what else? We also have up front here, there's a clutch safety. Going to the clutch, there's a black plug with a yellow and black wire. You just want to unplug those and they plug right into each other. That bypasses that. So we have the clutch safety deleted, rev limiter, parking brake limiter. We also went and grounded the motor really good with new grounds. The neutral safety's bypassed, all the safety's bypassed, and it still had the rev limiter. It ended up just being jetting. And it took about 8 hours to fix that. And it's not quite perfect, but damn, it's pretty close. It's close enough that I threw it back together because I'm done working on a carburetor for a couple weeks. But if I order another jet kit with a bunch of different sizes, I think I can make it 100%. But that's about it for this video. Yeah, what a turnout. This thing looks great.